think that's kind of reflected in the fact that there are faculty members who were part of the history of jazz or lived through the history of jazz, and there are faculty members that are sort of at the cutting edge of what is the new thing in jazz.
That's August Bish, a second-year master's student who plays the double bass.
When I was looking at that sort of list of faculty, what they're doing now and what accolades they have, I was like, those are the people who I want to show me like the things I'm missing about this one.
One of the many reasons why people want to go to UNT. But as Alan points out, it's easier said than done.
It takes a certain personality and drive to reach the 1 o'clock.
Yeah, the word I would use is relentless.
The musicians that do rise to the top are the ones that are completely immersed, eating, sleeping, drinking, breathing music at all times, with very few other passions and hobbies.
He didn't say practice, so I will. It takes lots and lots and lots of practice. Right, August?
Yeah, around junior year, I kind of stopped like tracking my hours and just decided to practice when I was free. Probably like 22, 23 hours a week.
I asked Carly Stock, a fifth-year jazz saxophonist, the same question.
But right now, and probably the last 2 years, has been about an average of 3 hours a day, I would say. But when I first started freshman, sophomore year, it was 5 hours a day at least.
And that's on top of the 7 students she teaches and 2 jobs she works. Like I said, relentless.
It's difficult, but we love it.
I verbally say the expectations, the minimum expectations is to know the music, to learn the music before you show up for rehearsal. Because the rehearsal is not the time for an individual to learn the music. That's when the individual learns everybody else's music, so we can come together as a band. And one more time, and you'll do it naturally because we are professional musicians, but this is our time together, but there's still prep times that each of you must do before we do these events.
So you've got a top-flight jazz program with some incredibly dedicated people. How competitive does it get?
I think I was expecting to come here and it to be a fairly competitive environment in the wrong sort of ways. I found the complete opposite. I found that it's a competitive environment that builds you up instead of kind of have that cutthroat kind of tears you down kind of thing. I have so many friends here.
And fellow student August agrees.
You're constantly provided with like resources, both by the faculty and by your peers, to meet those expectations. Like if you are struggling with something, you're never left high and dry.
But once you walk through the auditorium doors, you better be prepared.
And if there's somebody not pulling their weight, they'll hear about it, even if it's non-verbal communication.
The competition is definitely fierce here, but we're surrounded by people that are all in the same boat and are all fighting, to get to the top, but in a supportive way. Hey, you sound really great today. Hey, let me help you with this. Are you struggling with this? Do you need extra support? So it's very possible with that support to kind of climb to the top and climb through the ranks. It's also very possible to not climb to the top.
My predecessor 2 ago would say every day is an audition. So Neil Starter would say every day is an audition. Meaning, if you aren't prepared, you're going to be in the 2 o'clock or the 3 o'clock the next day.
So demotions happen.
It happens less now. It happens mostly within the first couple of weeks. On occasion, I've had to fight for somebody,